Alrighty guys, welcome back. Today we are doing another...
It's a non-queen video.
It's a non-queen video.
Yeah.
Today we are doing one that actually my grandmother recommended, or she recommended the group. She saw that we did the platters when we did the Great Pretender, and she said, well, now that you've done the platters, can you do the Temptations? So I'm like, well, I've never heard of the Temptations, and you haven't heard of the Temptations in so long, but once I heard this song, I'm like, oh, that's who sang it?
You know.
So I know the song. So it's one of the songs where you know the name of the song, but you don't know who the hell sang it.
Well, I don't actually know that she knows
who they are,
but you know, I'm sure that she does. But what would spark the memory was that years and years ago, a friend of mine who had 4 friends, okay, they were at a wedding, and these 4 middle-aged white guys standing up, and they had been doing this. I guess they did this in a like in a talent show or something 1,000 years ago, back in high school, and so here you have these 4 or 5 white guys singing Motown. Okay, and they had all the moves down and the whole bit, so they got up and they did this thing at I don't know how many beers they had in them, but they did this thing at a wedding, and everybody just went absolutely nuts watching them do this and spin and do the whole thing.
Right.
So she brought that up the other night, and so we thought, what the heck? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do the Temptations.
All right. So anything? I know you looked up a little bit on this song, but I'm not sure if you want to say what you found now or if you'd like to say it later. Let us listen to it.
Let's go ahead and listen to the song.
Okay. Alrighty, guys. So let's get started.
When it's cold outside,
think that's the end anyway.
Did that cut off?
I don't know, but I think that's the end anyway. That's what we're gonna go with.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go with it.
Okay.
They're smooth.
They are.
Wasn't that just smooth? Oh man.
Oh man, oh man, oh man.
That, growing up, I was never really into Motown.
Okay.
Okay. This was mid 60s. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
It seemed earlier than that, but okay.
Actually, well, I'll tell you. Here's your little history lesson.
I'm getting a history lesson here.
You're getting your history lesson. So, there was a group called Smokey Robinson and the Miracles.
Okay.
Now, Smokey Robinson went on solo after the Miracles and had a great solo career of his own. Okay, and everybody knew him from his silky voice. Okay, but his smoky. Okay, and anyway, but at the time he wrote. Okay, so Smokey Robinson actually wrote this. He was married at the time. Everybody thought it was about. He was writing it for his wife, but he actually came out and said it wasn't about any specific girl. It was about all the women in the world that he had in mind, which is kind of cool because that makes it so that any guy out there could sing it to his girl.
It's a universal song,
and it would be to her, whoever that was. So I thought that was pretty cool, actually, the way that he said that. But apparently, the Temptations and the Miracles were on a joint tour. Okay, and they were at the Apollo Theater. I think the Apollo Theater, if I'm not mistaken, is in New York. I believe it's in New York, like in Harlem. Okay, like the black area of New York. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where all the African American acts, really came out of, or a lot of them performed there. That was the big place to play, and so apparently he was.
It's in Manhattan.
It's in Manhattan.
Manhattan.
Okay, so apparently, so here's Smokey Robinson, writing this song on the piano. Okay, one of his bandmates came, they finished the song, and the Temptations heard him. Temptations heard it. And what they did was they convinced him to let them record it instead of his group. Okay? Smokey Robinson was the right-hand man of a guy by the name of Berry Gordy, who was actually the founder of, and I keep wanting to say Playtone Records,
but it's not.
But it's Motown. he was the founder, or is the founder, okay, of Motown. Okay, which all right, which is in Detroit. They rehearsed the song with the Temptations for about a week. Went back to Motown in Detroit.
Okay.
Did a session with them in December of '64, and they released it in '65. Okay, and this was the first song that David Ruffin, this guy with the glasses, okay, that David Ruffin actually was the lead singer on. Okay, they had had a couple of other guys who had been doing all the lead singing. Smokey Robinson said in an interview in the early 2000s that he had done this with David Ruffin's voice in mind.
Okay.
Okay, so he wanted David Ruffin to sing it. They're at Motown. They get their own way as to who sings what, and they're a label after all, right? Okay, and they have David Ruffin sing it, and he became the lead singer of the Temptations ever since then.
Nice.
So, I mean, that is what propelled him, his career. So, anyway, that's kind of your backstory.
Right.
There's your backstory, but it was interesting,
how everything played together.
Just how it all worked out. So, anyway, but it's cool. It's just they're just smooth.
Yeah.
And their choreography wasn't like what happened in as you know, years later, once you started getting to disco and everybody was doing all kinds of crazy stuff, they were just simple.
Right.
Easy enough for 5 high school white guys to learn their stuff and be able to do it. Because, let me tell you, you know, the stuff that came on later, that would have been hard for them to learn how to do. So this was easy, and just these smooth moves and smooth turns and whatnot. It was simple, right? I mean, it was like the Platters when we watched. It was compared to, you know, like Freddie's version. Right. I mean, Freddie was Freddie. Freddie did his thing.
Period. It was the time period.
And you had Simple from the Platters.
It was the time period.
Same thing here. Yeah. So, pretty cool stuff. Anyway, all right. Okay, I'm stopped reliving mid-60s here. So.
All right, you good?
I'm fine. I'm awesome.
Right. Alrighty, guys. Now the announcements into this video. Don't forget to check out the Teespring link that's down below, where we have new hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, tank tops, new phone cases, new tote bags. We've got some stickers in, which are really, really cool. And they're like the cutout stickers, which are really cool.
They look neat.
This shirt design, Eat, Sleep, React, and Repeat. It is
you gotta say it right.
Eat, Sleep, React, Repeat. Because I have that bolded on the t-shirt.
Yes.
And he keeps getting on me for it, for how I'm saying it to you guys. But anyway, all those new designs are up there. I do have a few of the old designs left. In case you didn't get one and you want to get one, I have a few options for those out there. But there are more options for the new design. So I hope you like those, and I hope you check those ones out.
Cool stuff.
Again, those links are down in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support the channel and community financially as well, you can also become a Patreon member. If you don't know what Patreon is, even though I say it at the end of every video, it is our membership to the channel. It's where you put forth a monthly contribution, and in return you get back description mentions, shout outs, exclusive videos only to Patreon, Teespring codes. We had a Skype chat the other day that we had with a few of our Patreon members, which was really cool, and so many other things to come. Some behind the scenes clips that nobody else gets to see on YouTube, a whole bunch of other things. So if you want to get any of those, make sure to become a Patreon member down below for as little as $1 a month. It is a huge well, it's a huge help to us, but is an insanely fun time for you guys, for the recipients as well. I do get to thank the following patrons who've helped pledge to make this video possible. That'd be Paula Johnson, Patricia Miller, Teresa Anderson, Hot Space, and Petro, Karen Barone,
Sandy Thomas, Courtney Truax, Cindy Rice, Dawn Kula, and Alexis R.
Thank you all so much for your constant love and support of this channel, guys. If it weren't for you, we really wouldn't be who we are today, and the channel wouldn't be where it is today. You have no idea how much your influence really means and impacts this channel. Even for I was born to love you, the song that went out yesterday. We couldn't find as much information as we wanted to on it, so we asked a couple of the Patreon members. But if they weren't Patreon members, we probably wouldn't have asked them. So
if they weren't, we wouldn't have asked.
That's what I meant.
They wouldn't have been available.
They wouldn't have been available. So you are also our help when we need it. So thank you all so much for that. Again, if any of you all would like to become Patreon members and join the list of the patrons, down in the description below. Again, that link is down below. Also remember, guys, at 1,000 subscribers, we will open up a P.O. box, so if you would like to send us things, you definitely can. You're not obligated to, but this is just another way for us to reach back out to you guys and connect with you guys even further than we are right now. We are 250 some away at this point. So we were rearing in on the goal, and it shouldn't be much too longer, probably about a month or so, I would think. If you want to help us out with that goal,
it's getting there.
If you want to help us out with that goal, even if you don't, you don't want to miss what's to come on this channel, guys. So make sure you click that subscribe button. It's only 2 clicks and it is free. 1 for the subscribe and 1 for the post notification bell, so you get notified whenever anything releases from this channel, or we go live, or a video goes out, or anything else. Again, it is a fun time and you don't want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe. Anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Alrighty, guys, so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smack that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we will see you on the next one.
You got it.
Alright, peace out, guys.